Yo, peace family, word is bomb. Let's get into this build today. So, proceed meteor shower 2025, right? August 12th, right? So, this meteor shower is supposed to be an anomaly, right? But it's all connected to prophetic divination. I'm going to tell you why, right? See, this video, I'm going to be connecting some dots. I'm going to be talking about some visions, premonitions I had, as well as just connecting the alien agenda and the return of the Neteru, right? And the connection of the return of the Neteru to the melanated beings, the 9 ether gods and goddesses. Like I said in another video, first of all, meteor shower connects to the mother's energy, right? Meteor connects to the word matter. The word matter means mother, right? Which when light is slowed down, when vibrations are slowed down, it condenses itself into matter. The thing about these languages is that it's all connected, no matter how you want to look at it. So let's get into a few premonitions I had, right? Or a couple of visions I had. So one vision I had, I was outside looking up at the sky as always, as in every vision, right? So I see a UFO, just floating in the sky, right? So as I'm looking, it's getting closer, super duper close and closer. By the time I look up, it's like a cosmic ball of fire. It was actually like chakra colored, right? It was all seven colors, like many balls. And I can tell they were conscious as well, but they were just shooting. Many of them just start shooting out the sky. I mean, they're literally phasing through the walls, right? The houses and stuff like that. It wasn't burning anything, but it was phasing right through it, right? And everybody or everything it touched, ended up in some type of trance or state of another dimension, right? My brother had got hit one. My twin brother Hanapu had got hit one. He was in the house. I was outside when it happened. When I went in the house, he was unconscious, but he was still breathing. Keep in mind, I checked his pulse, and he was still breathing, so it was weird to me. And soon when he got up, I woke up, right? So that's one. Another one I had connecting the return to the Neteru is that, I was outside at my old apartment in this premonition. It was a helicopter. Keep in mind, I have helicopters hovering over me all the time. UFOs, alien crafts, or extraterrestrial craft, interdimensional craft can use cloaking technology to look like clouds, planes, helicopters, you name it, right? So a helicopter landed on me, descended on me in this premonition, and two young Neteru gods, young, right? But they were ancient, you can tell. They hopped off the aircraft, the helicopter, right? And they walked up to me and my brother, and they told me that Anu had sent them. I asked them to repeat themselves because I was very conscious and aware of who they were speaking of. I just wanted them to repeat themselves. They repeated, Anu sent me. After they said that, me and my brother dialogued with them a little bit more, and then we ended up getting on board of the helicopter. But when we got in the helicopter, it was not a helicopter. It was an advanced craft, right? I've been on many UFOs. I've actually been on the Nibiru before, myself personally. So, all of these prophecies, all of these things are real and very much connected to the 9 ether beings, the so-called black people of America, Tamari. Now, you have, the UFO, the Pentagon, having UFO meetings, right? Hearings still to this day, and they're not telling you all the truth, right? They're still using the art of technology, right? Because once you get into the inception of technology, it was actually, developed by the negative faction of the Anunnaki, right? Enlil, Yakub, these malevolent beings, right? That wanted to control and galvanize the planet, right? That's why you got this whistleblower talking about the government knows about 4 distinct types of aliens, right? Greys, Nordics, insectoids, and reptilians, right? That's why all of a sudden, all of this, even though all of this is common knowledge, right? But they have to expose these type of things now because, we're in the year 9, right? This is not a year to fake it, right? This is a reality check. Everything, including Project Bluebeam, is getting exposed, right? And I do think that a part of the alien invasion that they're talking about in November is going to be them actually trying to, enact or enable the Project Bluebeam, right? With these fake shifts and fake alien holographic projections and invasions and stuff like that. Many movies, many shows have shown this, right? And in the case that the actual Neteru return, right, they want to have you thrown off, right? That's why they erased the book of Enoch, right, which talked about the Watchers returning, right? From the dawn of these ancient narratives, a single truth has casted a long shadow over humanity. Talking about a golden age, a fall from grace, a cleansing a flood, right? And the Watchers returning, right? The Watchers are our ancestors, family. There are negative Watchers and there are benevolent Watchers, right? The negative Watchers connected to the Operation Project Blue Book, right? Majestic 12, right? See, because if it weren't for this war, right, this intergalactic war, right, we wouldn't be in this state of consciousness right now, right? The fall from grace, the fall in frequency, right? A closer look at our world reveals a resonance with ominous energy described in the ancient tales, right? As if the veil between the celestial and the terrestrial is thinning once more, right? Keep in mind, these publications, these type of things were in the book of Enoch, right? This is why religion, Christianity removed it all, right? As Enoch's vision, the soul of the Nephilim remains roaming in unclean spirits, right? But even the gods still promise a return, right, to cleanse, right? We are the cosmic cleanup crew, right? The Neteru, the ancient ones, right? The divine ones, right? And right here, this publication states, in recent decades, strange lights multiply in our skies, right? Shimmering orbs, black triangles, and luminous crafts that defy our understanding of physics. Referring to the shams, right, and the UFOs, the phenomena has increased, right, due to the awakening, the increase of awareness of these same ETs, the increase of awareness within self, the knowledge of self. They even talk about abductions, right, where beings such as seers, right, we all get abducted, right, and we have these connections, telepathic, psychic connections, these visions, right, of the Watchers returning. And that's why I say everything is connected to prophetic divination. Religion, the reptilian agenda, the Anunnaki agenda, the Elohim agenda is all a part of a timeline convergence, quantum entanglement, right? Because we're in a war with Enlil, right? The disagreeable Yahwehans, right? Marduk went against Tiamat, right? Which is all connected to Enlil, right? Once you get into all mythologies everywhere on the planet, it's all going to come down to the return, right, of these extraterrestrial or interterrestrial beings, right? No matter how you want to look at it, family, the return of the Neteru is here. They could propagate everything in the news outlets about 7-foot African American resembling aliens that are hostile. They can do that, right? They can do all that. But the thing is, the truth stands that we are the Neteru, right? That these beings that are returning, that are advanced and the most ancient beings in the universe, are family, our kin, right? To the Melaninites, right? The non-ether beings. So family, it is a time to remember self. It is a time to rise. It's not a time to panic. It's time to get in line with the divine, right? Your soul essence, your soul spark, the great mother, right? The most high and the most highest. It is time to remember who we are. As we ascend through the stargates of our mother's womb, of our mother's portals, we ascend into higher states of consciousness, family. And with that being said, the quantum convergence shifts timelines as well. The consciousness shifts, right? And with this consciousness shift, we begin to see more things, experience more things, right? So-called supernatural. But it is very much natural to us. It is unnatural to the unnatural beings. That's why they're going to keep propagating lies, fairy tales and stuff like that, family. But the truth is the truth. And the truth is, we are the Neteru, the most powerful beings in the universe. And we are coming back for our seeds. Ashe.